Good morning, Bonnie.
Hey,
Good
Bonnie.
morning. How are you?
Doing well.
Let me introduce you to my audience. I'm talking to the top chefs, Bryan and Michael Voltaggio. And the holidays are coming up. It's the perfect time to talk to you with the turkey hotlines and all the panic. Can you tell me about this official survey that's going on, please?
We found that the #1 challenge that people are having around the holidays is how do you get all the food on the table at the same time? And that's really what Bryan and I have been focusing on, getting closer to the holidays as we gear up. How are we going to get all these things on the table at the exact same time and still have time to spend time with our families?
And the great thing is actually Samsung came out with this really great oven. It's called the Flex Duo oven, and it has a smart divider that actually separates the oven into 2 different ovens. So actually it works really well because you can bake at 2 different temperatures. You can roast, you can broil. It's pretty neat technology.
This sounds great. I know some waitresses that could use this. All right. Tell me more.
You want to?
Yeah, no,
About the
absolutely.
oven?
How about we show you a little bit about how it works?
Yeah, please.
So in the center, there's a smart divider that pulls out, and actually you can create one big oven cavity that's actually almost 6 cubic feet. So it's one of the largest capacity ovens that are out there on the market. And when you add the smart divider in the center, you can see there's 2 different temperature zones. So as the 2 dishes we have here, the pine nut tart and this squash and eggplant tart, they're baked at 2 different temperatures.
Bryan and I, we're like fans of technology. We're like culinary nerds. So the idea of having something where, for instance, we bake this cake at 325 and we bake this tart at 400, you can kind of eliminate, half the time out of your day or out of your prep day because you can bake 2 recipes at the same time. And then when you're flopping in and out of the oven all day trying to get through that stress of getting everything on the table at the same time, this kind of cuts that chore in half.
So is this like a microwave or a heater?
It's a convection oven, but instead of 1 big convection oven, there's 2 small convection ovens inside of 1 sort of cabinet, divided by what's called a smart divider. And then you can actually pull that smart divider out, and what you end up with is a giant oven. So the versatility of this particular piece of equipment by Samsung is pretty amazing.
And this is good for someone at home. This isn't just for professional kitchens.
This is actually for the home cook, and this is what we love about it is as chefs, we're always looking for ways that we can cook at home that's very similar to how we cook at work. And with the technology of this, it allows you to do both. I mean, you can really get food in the oven, you can time the different temperatures and things like that, and you can really sort of put an itinerary together of how you're going to get this meal executed and get everything on the table at the same time.
So now we can look forward to the holidays. This is great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is something that definitely make the holidays a lot easier. We're always looking for ways to make things much more efficient in the kitchen. That way you can spend more time with the family and actually get a chance to sit down at the table.
Now, which is the worst holiday or the hardest for us to get through? Is the Christmas or Thanksgiving as far as cooking?
I think Thanksgiving is the heaviest holiday physically. It's the one where you've got to lug around that giant turkey, and there's sort of an expectation of what to serve on Thanksgiving. It's turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing, and I feel like that's a meal that you don't really mess with. You can certainly put your own little tips or tricks and things like that, and there's some things on the Samsung Home Appliance Facebook page that we've sort of introduced to make this task a little bit easier. But at the same time, I think, Christmas and Easter and sort of all the other holidays, it's a bit easier to go off the beaten path a little bit and have a little bit more fun. Thanksgiving is I think it's about the turkey.
Absolutely.
So you can cook a turkey on one side and the side dishes on the other side and all in one oven.
Absolutely. You can cook the side dishes and dessert at the same time in the same oven. No transfer of aroma, everything sort of comes out the way it should. And then like I said, once you've got all that sort of finished, you can pull that smart divider out and roast that big bird and still have plenty of room in the oven.
All right, I have to check this out myself also. This is in the stores now. Can we tell us where we can get more information, please?
Absolutely. I mean, you could go to the Samsung Home Appliances page on Facebook, as Michael was saying. There's actually also a chance to win one of these ovens if you get a chance to go there and check out the page. But also you can go to Samsung.com, too, for more information.
Wonderful. We're going to check it out. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you, Bonnie. Appreciate it.
Happy holidays.